Hello everyone, it is Thursday, July the 24th, and it is the feast day of Saint Charbel Macluf. First reading from the book of Exodus. Then the Lord said to Moses, I am going to come to you in a dense cloud in order that the people may hear when I speak with you, and so trust you ever after. So he's going to, in effect, validate, I guess, Moses's spiritual fatherhood, his leadership amongst the people. He has to, in effect, establish this very strongly so the people will follow Moses. People are going to know that God has chosen Moses, and that's it. They need to know this. You know, there was enough power plays going on, even after God did this. But the fact that God did this eliminated a lot of so-called power plays. And then near the end of the first reading, when the Lord descended upon Mount Sinai to the top of the mountain, the Lord summoned Moses to the top of the mountain. And so Moses had this deep intimacy with God. He was in friendship with God. The scripture would later say that he was the humblest of all the people on the earth. So again, God is establishing his authority amongst the people so that it will, whenever it's questioned, there are dire consequences, like when Aaron and his sister Miriam challenge it, that it doesn't last too long. Everybody knows that Moses is the chosen one, just like Peter becomes the chosen one of the new covenant. From the Gospel, Matthew chapter 13, to you it has been given to know the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been given, to the crowds outside. Just think about that. You and I have also been privileged to know the secrets of the kingdom because we can read this in sacred scripture. And then he says, blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For truly I tell you, many prophets and kings and righteous people longed to see what you see and did not see it, and to hear what you hear and did not hear it. And again, that's you and me, because we don't see him with our physical eyes, but we see him in faith. We see him through the entire history of the church. All the people who have testified their testimonies about seeing and following and dying for Christ, going to the far ends of the earth for Jesus Christ. That should strengthen your faith, strengthen my faith. And you know, we hear his words proclaimed in the Holy Scriptures. We can read about Jesus, you know, in the sacred scriptures and so on. So just consider how blessed you are and how blessed I am. And we want to be faithful to this blessing by living a life of integrity. So think about these words of Jesus spoken to you this day. Blessed are your eyes and your ears. God bless you.